Hi everyone. We're going to go through the epidemiology at-risk analysis. So I just want to give you a little bit of background about the analysis, and ultimately the goals of this particular course are to help you to achieve those competencies outlined by AONE as far as population health and to meet the essentials within the DNP program. So as we're getting ready to embark on the analysis, the focus is really to look at the experience of health in a much broader view than one typically experiences within your area of practice. So we're going to be looking not only at the area of practice, we're going to be looking bigger and broader. We're going to be looking at the experience of health within the determinants of health, and looking outside a given area, a given facility, and looking out into the community where people work and play and experience their lives. And one thing that we really need to focus on is that there are many, many factors that impact health. And we need to look at those broad factors in order to establish what the true issues are areas for improvement for population health-based programming. So that's the underpinning of this particular assignment, is really doing that very broad assessment, and you're going to also be doing a little bit of a focused assessment. And if you recall, it really mimics what we've already done through the experience of the organizational analysis, because we're looking really broad, and then we're going to focus in a little bit, and then we're going to, from that very comprehensive assessment, we're going to determine what our area of focus needs to be. So just kind of go back to our previous courses, and it really, population health assessment really mimics that of organizational assessment as well. So I thought that may help you just a little bit. And just know that the analysis process, what we're doing right now, will actually inform as you're developing your population-based program design. So this is the foundation, and much of the work that we've done in the forums will actually inform this process as well, as far as the interview that you've done, and you're going to be, and you're doing a windshield survey as well. So all of those factors kind of tie into this, and just know that this is a very modified assessment process, because usually a population-based assessment takes a period of over several months to truly complete, with all the different facets of the assessment process. So again, we're just going to go through the rubric very quickly, and I have designed a matrix for you that will help you to structure the information that you gain. And this is not a paper. This is really getting key data and key assessments in order for you to really analyze that information to move forward. So we're going to start out with our very broad overview, and you're already familiar with the county health rankings, and you need to analyze that data and really look at it as far as the experience of health in the area that you have chosen of focus, and that may be the area where your facility is based. There are a number of different avenues to obtain data, and things such as census, the CDC. So really look at what's pertinent to your particular area and use your expertise to glean out that information that is so critical for you to make informed decisions. In addition, you're going to be looking at focus data, organizational specific or practice area specific information, and look at those things that are really important for your organization as well. And as you're doing that, you're also going to be thinking broadly as well, because the experience of health actually occurs outside of a given building or facility, and we need to look not only at what happens inside, but also what is happening outside, so that we can develop a multifaceted program to address the issue that you come up with. If you have any questions about this or need to talk through the process with me, please feel free to reach out and we can talk by Skype or by phone or email, whatever your chosen method is for communication. So you really want to look at also what we've already done as far as those assessments, the interviews that you've done, and the windshield surveys, to include that information because that informs the process as well. So really take a look at how you're analyzing the data and what factors were taken into consideration as you're analyzing the data as well. Look at the priority. What are the most important factors that you're finding as you're doing your assessment? You want to, as always, look at the congruency with the organizational mission, vision, and goals. You may want to tie it into a specific strategic goal of the organization, because this really needs to be real and relevant to your practice. So keep that in mind. This assignment is based on allowing you to develop a proposal so that it can actually be implemented in practice. So make sure that you're really defining what's going on and making sure that it is a very feasible factor that you're looking at to move forward. So that's kind of looking at what you're going to do with this information as you move forward and develop your design. So this is the baseline to do so. And as always, we're going to reflect on what we have learned, what we have gained, something that may have surprised you through the process. So anyway, and of course, cite your resources as you compose your matrix. So that's just a brief overview. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to show you the matrix very quickly now. As far as the matrix, you always want to frame what you're doing based on the organization or your area of focus. So this is the beginning, is just to kind of frame as you're moving forward with your analysis. And if you notice, the content on the matrix is exactly the same as what is on the rubric, and that is for your success, so that you touch on those key components as you're going through finding the data and the information that you need to move forward with the process. So this form was just kind of structured to provide some guidance for you as you gather all the information, and this will be kind of a snapshot for you as you're analyzing your data as well. And you can morph the form a little bit if you see something that should be done differently structurally. That's perfectly fine, but again, this process is not meant to be a paper. It's meant to get that information and then show that analysis process. So I just wanted to highlight that with you as well. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much.